Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am welcoming in everyone for just a little bit of time with the cards. My wife is watching a baseball game, and I am just feeling in the mood to throw some cards. And I don't have any topic in particular, and I just want to see what they have to say. And thought I might as well record it while I'm seeing what is going on. I have pulled a few oracles. That was a terrible shuffle. I'm shuffling a tarot deck right now. It's a dark fantasy tarot that I'm shuffling, and I have also multiple oracles about the theme seems to be like intuition or fortune, creativity, your trusting your vibes or your psychic capabilities, that kind of thing. So we'll just see what comes up. I think I will put the camera overhead so that you can see the cards as they come out, and we'll see what the spirit has to say for us. Six of Pentacles just popped out for us, but I'll pause and put the camera up overhead. Okay, we'll start off by calling in spirit, and I'm going to light a candle because it's pretty dark in here. I didn't feel like having the overhead light on. I'm looking at cards in the evening. Like I said, my wife is watching the Mariners game, and this candle my daughter just got for me says, "I'm powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and covered in dog fur." And that is the truth. Okay. So we'll put that, we'll set that over here for right now. Okay, so what we have is I've got too many things on my desk. Got the Six of Pentacles came out. Let's see. Let's do a Celtic cross. And this is just the energy of the collective. It is Wednesday night, and that's too many. I'll cut the cards here in a second. It's Wednesday night, and let's just do a Celtic cross on the energy of the collective for the balance of the week. I'm just thinking about, because I normally don't cut the cards that way, trying to think if that, I'm going to do that one more time, because I don't know if I put the cards in the same order that I had them. There, let's do it that way. It's funny how we get into our habits, and if we throw a monkey wrench into them, oh, that's a title card. If we change it, then it throws us all out of whack. Okay, Six of Pentacles is crossed by the Eight of Wands, so that seems to be a helping energy. We get the Seven of Pentacles in the past. And we're going to a Judgment card. And the energy, the goal or destiny. It's the Two of Cups. And what we don't see coming. Queen of Pentacles. I like that. And then the R energy. Nice if I didn't have so much junk on my desk, but I just love all of my junk. Our energy is a Strength card. Energy surrounding us. It's a Knight of Wands. Hopes and fears, Five of Pentacles. That sounds like more of a fear than a hope. I don't think any of us are hoping for a Five of Wands. I mean a Five of Pentacles. Or a Five of Wands, actually. And Four of Wands is our outcome. All right. I like it. In the energy underneath the card, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So that's kind of like background energy. All right. So the Six of Pentacles, this is a card of giving and receiving, reciprocity. This is abundance going in both directions. It's both receiving it and giving it, and sharing in our wealth when we have it, and accepting with grace when we need some assistance from somebody else. This is a card of, if you're like working on a team, this is a card of everybody doing their job. Everybody's pulling their weight. Everybody is pitching in and offering their expertise and, really contributing. And the energy that is the crossing energy, this can be helping or hurting energy, is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is a new offer coming in. It's a cute little gnome. Let me see if I have this light here. Let me show you. So this little gnome here, he's an Ace of Wands. He's got some cat friends surrounding him. And he is a messenger. He's bringing in good news, bringing in an opportunity. This is, definitely a new opportunity coming in. And then in the past, in our recent past, we had the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card of evaluation, where we were looking at things and trying to figure out, is the juice worth the squeeze? Now that phrase, Chris on Minnow Pond Tarot, he uses that all the time when he's talking about the Seven of Pentacles or the Eight of Pentacles. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And that phrase has been echoing in my mind for the last week. For some reason, I keep seeing it and hearing it in my head. And so this is my energy for sure, is that I've been wondering, all the effort that I put into things, is it worth the squeeze? And, making evaluations. And the energy we're moving into is judgment. And judgment comes right before death. This is an opportunity to have another review. This is a review of your work, your physical work that you're doing, or your work within the earthly realm. This is a review of your whole life. This is a review of your spirituality, the lessons that you've learned, your relationships, the way you spend your time, what is coming next, what your goals are. This is that opportunity to review things right before change is about to take place. And the key with the Judgment card is to be compassionate with yourself while you're having this review, this self-reflection. The goal or the destiny is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of love and partnership. This is a card of, it can often mean marriage or a love offer coming in, a love relationship, some kind of connection, but it can be any kind of partnership, really. If you have a business partner, or if you are doing a major project with somebody, this can be that Two of Cups energy. But it's, mutual admiration and respect, and, definitely fond feelings one way or the other, regardless of the nature of the relationship. What we don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a card of stability, of abundance, of wealth amassed over time. And the Queen, she's the most stable and solid of the queens. She loves her, as I always say, she loves her pets, her plants, and her people. She loves to be surrounded by her things. She loves luxury and abundance, and she's worked hard for what she's built. So if that's coming in for us, then I am all for it, especially being a Taurus. Our own energy that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is about mastering your own thoughts and words, and your not just your actions, but mastering your own self-talk. And this is about utilizing the power of your mind, and helping it to create this abundant strength. It's about daily training of whatever it is that you're doing. If you are trying to get stronger in some kind of a physical fashion, like you're doing let's say you're a dancer, or you're a football player, or you're a weightlifter or a runner, then it can come into play there. And that is where the daily training and action comes from. You don't get better unless you train daily. But the same thing is if you are trying to increase your spiritual strength, or you're trying to, build your wealth, you're trying to change your mindset, anything like that. That it's the daily consistent action and the training of your mind. And so that's where that Strength card is coming in, is, we're taking those actions in order to get stronger. The energy surrounding us is the Knight of Wands. So we have the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is coming in to make good on this promise of this opportunity. The Knight of Wands is a messenger bringing in this news of this opportunity. We already had the opportunity present itself, but the Knight is coming in the energy surrounding us and saying, here it is. Here's that opportunity. It's time to take action. Let's go. This is a card of action. The Knight of Wands wants to do things and move forward. The hopes and fears. This tells me that, some of this energy here, this self-evaluation, definitely with it being a Seven of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is it's a fear of it's a card of loss and being kind of left out in the cold, and it's a fear of a lack of abundance. And the idea with the Five of Pentacles, I show this all the time, but I'll do it again, is that here's the card from the Rider-Waite deck. The Five of Pentacles, it shows these people standing out in the cold. They're down and out. You can tell by their clothes that they're not wealthy, that they don't have what they need. And they're cold. They don't even really seem to be helping each other. They're cold. They're infirm. They're, they're despondent, and all they need to do is look around. They're standing right outside of a sanctuary where they can get the help that they need and all the abundance that they need. And that's the idea of the Five of Pentacles. And that's why I was saying at the beginning is I don't think any of us are hoping for that. We are, that's more likely our fear, that we're fearing this. And the way to move beyond this fear is to really live in your manifestations and your affirmations through these consistent actions that we're taking, and the consistent training of your mind. You need to look at the evidence around you. You might be fearing a lack of abundance, but look at the evidence around you that fear is unfounded. And look to the evidence. Look to the miracles that are taking place in your life, and hang your hat on those. Because what is coming for us, the final outcome here, is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. This is often called, I put my Rider-Waite away too soon. It's often called the 1111 card, and I'll show you why. It's probably right up here. Swords, Pentacles, Cups. Why is this Queen of Pentacles back over here in the Cups? I usually keep this deck in order so that I can, easily find the card that I want. The Four of Wands is often called the 1111 card because you can see these two sets of wands. They form what looks like a couple of 11s. And this is something that you have to go through, you have to enter to get to this. And this is like a portal of you've got to go from where you are here to get into there where this celebration is happening. And that's where we're going to. That's what's going to be the outcome. The celebration is, often like a wedding or, an anniversary party or birthday, or it's something where the family is getting together and everybody is happy and full of joy. And so it's a great card to have. And I love that that's our outcome. I love that is, watch for the evidence of this happening, so that you don't worry about any of this sense of lack. Okay, so let me see here. Let's pull a few oracle cards while we're here, just because I've just felt like doing some oracles and stuff. So let me do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Well, let's do a Sacred Creators card. A long time since I used this deck. I really like it. But I need to wake it up because, like I said, it's been a while since I used it. Okay, so if you're into any kind of creativity, or you are starting a business, or you're working on any kind of a project, or you're thinking about any of this stuff, or you've just got some neat home projects that you're working on that you're kind of excited about, then this card will be for you. Let's see what it says. The distraction of shiny things. So we've got to watch out for the distraction of shiny things. That is a number 15 card. So let's see what the guidebook has to say about it. And I will have to use my little light because I can't read in the dark. Okay, the essential meaning is taking stock and leveraging your strengths, polishing and buffing your image, the strength of discernment, knowing exactly what is right for you and what is not right for you at this time. That's, definitely using some of that discerning quality from the Seven of Pentacles. You've got a big purpose and a mission, a whole big, beautiful life to create. Stay the course. Don't get distracted by the allure of many glittery options you see, most of which aren't what you truly desire. Sometimes the path toward your desires will sway, but the overall north should remain stable, else you'll find yourself flying in circles. If you've been doing a whole lot of pivoting lately, it's time to look at the underlying reason why. Do you have a flight plan, or are you gliding around aimlessly, unsure of where to go next? Use your longings as a barometer of what's possible for your life, avoiding the temptation to emulate other people's shiny lives. While it's perfectly fantastic and strategic to do a little competitive analysis, do it from a place of confident curiosity, not from a place of unhealthy comparison. Focus on finding your own powerful glow instead, for nothing in the world is more magical. So, very good. Those are it's a great card to be thinking about. And questions that it asks is, how do you avoid the temptation of shiny, meaningless things? What is your weakness and how can you avoid it? So, what makes you unique? What's your wild? What's your quirky? What's your divine light? And how do you communicate when you are in your own zone? How can you learn to fly in this light always? Great questions to ponder. Okay, so we'll leave that there. And we will move on to a Trust Your Vibes card. See what this one has to say for us. All right. No, nothing is popping so far, so we will just, there we go. Here it is. Be grateful. Always, always be grateful. Okay. I'm sure the guidebook won't have anything too earth-shattering to say here. I mean, the gratitude is pretty darn simple. Does this have number 50. Be grateful. Make a list of all your blessings so that you can fully recognize how much abundance you genuinely enjoy. Just like what I was saying here, is just look around for the evidence. Look at the evidence of the abundance in your life. Fill your heart with gratitude for everything on the list, for it is all a gift from God who loves you unconditionally. Add to this list daily as you notice little things that you appreciate in your life. And I talked about this a little bit in my my Sunday Oracle Soul Food reading, where I was talking about dreams and sleep and how it is a a great practice to just fall asleep listing the things that you're grateful for. So gratitude always, always wins. Let's do an awakening intuition card. Some of these cards kind of bend. I try to shuffle them in the opposite way that they bend to try to flatten them back out again. These cards are so big though. It's easier to shuffle like this. If I can get them to bend. There we go. It's a good shuffle. Okay, let's see. See if anything wants to pop out for us. Nope, nothing's popping, so. Okay, the card we get here. Develop healthy routines. Your mystical abilities flourish when your earthly life is orderly, practical, and predictable. Healthy daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal routines calm your sensitive nervous system, making it easier to tune into your intuition. Which healthy eating, exercising, resting, playing, spiritual, relationship, and work routines can you lean into, update, or adjust to support your sixth sense? Great questions. I feel like I discussed that concept in a recent reading as well. Okay, let us do a psychic readings card. Let's see what we get here. Time. Time featured in a couple of my weekly readings. A couple of my astrological weekly readings this week had got the time tree for their central oracle. I feel like maybe Virgo got it. I don't remember who else got it. What does time say? It's a number 33 card. Time. Time is a reality that should never hold you back. You've received this card as the universe wants you to know that timing is everything. On the earthly realm, you are governed by time. The universe functions around divine timing and not earth timing. This disparity can be very frustrating for those who reside on earth and can make you feel annoyed and impatient at how long it can take to achieve your goals, hopes, and dreams. The time card is a gentle reminder that everything happens for a reason and within the realms of universal time and space. The universe wants you to understand that unseen forces are working behind the scenes to orchestrate your desired outcome. So be patient, as all is as it should be. So, great reminder there. Alrighty. We'll do a voice of this. Well, this one is kind of a complicated deck, so I'm not going to do that one right now. Let's do a Madam Fortune card. Just wanted to, I knew it had a title card, but I think I pulled it out of the deck the last time I used it. Madame Endora's fortune card, that's what it's called. Okay, what do we have to say? What does the universe have to say to us from this deck? Let's give us a card on money. 2 cards. Well, yeah, just 1 card on money. Money energy from this deck, Spirit. Just 1 card. Well, 2 almost flipped out. Seduction, passion, and romance await. So maybe that's a card on love. Looks like the Spirit gave me a card on love instead of money. Okay. I mean, that message seems pretty clear. there's no mistaking that one. Okay, we got a card on love. And we'll do some tea leaf cards. And we'll do these on... We'll get a couple of tea leaf cards on... 1 more on love, Spirit, and then we'll do 2 on money. Give us another card for love. What do we need to know about love this, today? This is not a time-bound reading. Bird perched. This is waiting for news, a package, or a letter. So you could be waiting for some kind of news about love that might be coming in through a package or a letter or some kind of a love offer. And then here's a card on money. This is a boat, and it says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Well, I like the sound of that. May that be coming our way. 1 more card on money, Spirit, and then we'll close out this reading. These are slippery little suckers. I'm not going to take any of those since so many of them came out. These cards just like to... One time I used them, I had them all over my office. They went everywhere. There is another card. Mountain. Major challenges to overcome. So I think this is that mindset that we have here about worrying about lack, worrying about not having enough. That is the challenge to overcome. But here's our boat energy. The money is coming in. So focus in on that. All right. I will, I'm going to pause and I will I'm going to turn on the light so that you can see this reading a little bit better, and then we'll close out. I'm not sure that helped much, but here we are. Here's our cards that we threw this evening. And I'll just kind of move these oracles off to the side here. That's what we've got going on. And I just want to thank you for hanging out with me while I flipped some cards over and passed a little bit of time. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.